Man, these cliffhanger roads are something else. Oh, you know, I got the GPS out last night and I'm trying to put the course to lay.
Okay.
It doesn't even recognize the Zansar Valley. It tried to take me 450 kilometers out into Kashmir and around.
It takes from Kargil.
Kargil.
So that was the earlier only accessible road in the Zansar.
Yeah.
Now after 2020, 21 and 22, they made all these new routes. And this goes from these beautiful gorges.
They've cut some cliffhangers through the gorges, huh?
Yes.
And that's us today.
Yes.
Well, I think the GPS has become useless, so you are now the GPS, my friend.
Yes.
Show me through the Zansar. Jule, sir.
See you again.
See you again. Absolutely. The mountain water. They've channeled it out of the mountain. It's their own reservoir and it runs straight to this village. It's just such mind-blowing terrain. Every direction you look, the most epic mountain peaks you've ever seen. Police checkpost. I reckon they'll want to see my passport. Pretty good system, eh? They've got a paper trail. You go in one end, you write your down. If you don't make it out the other end, they at least know where you are. Look at Olav up there. Here she goes. Access has been granted. So Arvind is actually a tour guide. He runs his own tours through the Himalayas. So he's ridden all these mountains since he was a teenager and he just loves it. He lives for it. He's a legend. I often talk of being on your A game every time you put a helmet on and travel on two wheels. It's a simple survival instinct to help keep you upright, but in circumstances like the one we're heading into, it can mean the difference between living or dying. Apart from the obvious danger, you have to anticipate an oncoming vehicle at any blind corner. It's so good to have crystal clear air up here. It might be down on oxygen, but geez, it's fresh. Just look at this valley. The Zansar. What do we got here? A bit of a rock fall. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't turn in. Oh, look at this bridge. Kuma Bridge. Rajiv Singh. Colonel Rajiv Singh. I often think of my brain as a hard drive of experiences, being force-fed data through hundreds of thousands of kilometers of epic motorcycle adventure. Man, these cliffhanger roads are something else. It is said the valley of Zansar, along with Ladakh, were once part of the Tibetan kingdom. The Zansar is sparsely populated, making it one of the most remote regions of India. Sing!
But I can't sing.
Enjoy the valley. How far to the lake?
Around 164 kilometers.
Awesome. Oh my God. Yes, please. Thank you. Himalayan fox guinea pigs. Where are you gonna go? Running a pretty hot pace through the village. Slow down, Aravind Singh. Wow, a junction. I better wait for Aravind. Which way, Aravind?
I don't know. Which way you think we should go?
I feel like we need to go this way.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Looks like we got a cruisy tarmac run all the way into Leh. About 160 kilometers of it. Starting to get those vibes of when I rode through to Kargil with Dad. I think we intercept the main road from Leh to Kargil soon, but yeah, just the colour of the mountains, these trees, it's starting to get a little bit more of a Middle Eastern feel about it. Honestly, it's like being in another world when you float through places like this. Hitting the main highway. Is this the highway to Leh?
Yeah.
So this is the road between
Road which goes to
Kargil.
Kargil. This is the new highway made. This one is the new highway made. The one you went through, when you go little on this side, you will see the road is going up. That's the old road which goes from the top.
That's what I would have ridden with Dad, yeah?
Yeah.
I can see it. They put the towers on it.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's the road you rode with your father. You must say thanks to me
For what?
to teach you how to ride slow.
Made it to Leh, 3,500 meters or something. It's up there, but yeah, pretty much acclimatized now, feeling good. Another forced downtime day. Arvind's organising permits to get us into the high desert country. Just the way it is up here. 2 days of moving, depending on where you're going, a day stopping, 2 days stopping. It's not my usual style of travel, but just gotta deal with it. What's the situation, Arvind? Come on, cut the bullshit.
It's just find some time to relax in the mountain. You can't be just pushing every day. You just have to take a step back, wait for things to happen, and then we move. We're waiting for your permit. Once we receive your permit, then let's
go.
Hit the road.
Arvind!
Yes.
Come in.
Ta-da!
Bullshit. Are we on?
Yeah.
Passport? Permits?
Take your life back.
It seems even Arvind is surprised they processed my permit in just a few hours.
Your permit.
Ticket to the high
All
desert.
these places.
And that was that place. This place has changed so much since Dad and I were here. Busier, more modern. It definitely doesn't have the same feel. I don't know what it is. Some of where Dad and I were, I think we were maybe up in that section. Now, I don't even know where the Arvind's gone. I think I remember that statue. Why he's just f***ed off, I do not know. What is it? Ah. Fuck's sake. Flat tyre. Thought I could feel something. Bloody hell. Over 2,000 kilometres of smashing jagged Himalayan trails, and I get a nail pop my tyre in the city. Plus sunscreen, better than nothing, sir. Keep going, please. Keep going, please. It's nearly there. Why did he stop? Pop. Ah, well. Lost half an hour, no biggie. We're still early apparently. Come on. Let's roll. Thank you, sir. What are we calling this, Arvind?
This is Rajma Chawal. Rajma Chawal. This is beans and rice and some vegetables and curd.
And it's just what we need to hit the road.
Yes, to hit the road in the desert.
Arvind Singh. What a legend. Look at all these chunks just balancing far out, just waiting. Arvind, you've nailed it once again. This is 4,200 meters, right?
Yes.
I feel okay, and you know what? Today, I must be acclimatized because I ripped that tyre off. My heart should have been going flat out, just the but I didn't even notice. I just did it.
Yeah, you're acclimatized and then you're doing well. And from tomorrow onwards, we'll be constantly above 4,500 meter to 5,500 meters constantly.
And we're
for
riding.
Next 3 days, yes, and we'll be riding.
We're not coming down from 4,200.
Yeah, we are not coming down.
Yeah, wow.
Next 3 days will be, the lowest is 4,000.
You couldn't just fly into Leh and come straight here and go riding. You would fail.
You can't.
It would get you, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Far out.
You need to be acclimatized well.
Yeah.
And then you can come here and then
get into
motorcycling and everything. So
where are we going? What's the plan?
So currently we are in Nyoma.
Nyoma feels like a quiet, peaceful place, despite being heavily militarized, with a barrage of Indian army bases spread parallel to the Chinese border. Elevation happens quickly in the Himalayas. In just a few short kilometers, we've gone from 4,200 meters to 5,200 meters. On top of the world. And you know what? We have reached the Tibetan Plateau. It stays at this altitude all the way across China. The Tibetan section anyway. The Tibetan Plateau starts here. It's strangely similar to Mongolia, and rightly so, for if we were to keep this heading for another 2,000 kilometers, we'd hit the Altai mountain range of Mongolia. I like to keep all my faculties in check with challenging activities. It helps keep my aging chassis in tune, and nothing will test you like a bit of altitude training. Look at him. What a champion. He's a big unit.
The mighty Kiang, otherwise known as Wild Ass.
It's okay. You're okay, big guy. You have the endurance of a horse mule, and you are legend. Oh.
If you're feeling triggered by my little run with the Kiang, think of it as escape training for when the snow leopards are trying to eat this guy alive. Arvind is taking a shortcut across the floodplains. Always a risky move in my experience. We're past the point of no return now. I think Arvind needs a little lesson in aggression and momentum.
Give it to me. We're getting out of here. So grateful to have met Arvind and have him intertwined into this opportunity, because I just wouldn't be able to experience this region on a bike.
I have the memory of each and every corner in this entire region of Ladakh and then Himachal as well. But now Adam has superseded almost all of those memories, because we got to do what we came here for. We delivered our job, and we kind of nailed it, and all those beautiful trails and beautiful sections.
Interesting how when you fulfill these massive ideas that you have, you start to see your direction so much clearer. And I say direction because that's all it is. It's not specific details, things, goals. It's just a direction, a feeling, and within that you become so much more firm on what you want, who you want around you, what you want to do for the people around you. And it's powerful, because it starts to pull in like-minded, passionate people that fit you. And in these scenarios you meet some of the best people on earth, like Arvind. The chain of events that could have this. Yeah, I'm supported on this Royal Enfield ride. I mean, it's my ride on their bike. Outside of that, there's not much else they can do in the Himalayas, But they sent Arvin, and yeah, it's given me access and kept this production on the road, but it's allowed me to get to know a beautiful person, you know. He's awesome.
This is a big achievement for me. I mean, I'm riding since more than 17, 18 years now. I've started my journey on Machismo 500 and then rode a lot of stuff, did some rallies, some races and all of that. And then I switched to touring. But riding with Adam is like a trophy in itself. It's like I've achieved the pinnacle of motorcycling. I mean, not the physically, I would say. It's just emotionally I've achieved it, and I'm going to do better and better as Adam has advised me to.
As for the ride, I don't know, I feel some kind of closure on the ride I did with Dad. You know, the night that he died, he was sent home from hospital. They'd done everything. Blown a lot of his finances on the treatments that didn't work. His body was riddled with cancer. They were basically just, go home, mate, you're going to die any minute now. And he was just in kind of disbelief and didn't want to give in. And we were there having dinner with Dad at his place, like any one of the other nights in the 3 years that he'd had mesothelioma. And he'd already doubled the time limit they'd given him, so we didn't know how long he was going to be around, but he knew that was it. He was out. All he gave us, boys, he just acknowledged the fact that we'd each acquired a beautiful woman in our lives. And that they were his parting words. There was no personal, individual anything to each one of us. No parting wisdom, nothing. And I don't know, that was Dad, you know. The whole process of him going through that mesothelioma, that cancer, I just felt really bad for him, that he was totally ripped off with life. But the loss of him gone, it just wasn't there, you know, and learnt to live without Dad from a young age. So the physical passing didn't really leave a hole, because the hole was already there. That was the most powerful lesson I got from Dad, was that I never want that relationship with my girls, with my kids. You know, they're too young to understand now, but every move I make for them to provide the best life I can for those girls. And incidentally, this is me making the best life I can for those kids.
Adam, frankly, I never knew about this guy before I came on this project. Before I met him, most of the people told me that he's little shrewd, or I would say some of them also told me that he's a bit arrogant. But now I understand, like, being in such a profession and at this level, the people are not arrogant. They are just working so much hard into their own life and then for the things what they want to achieve, and they're just focused about that thing, that one thing. And that's where people feel that this guy is arrogant. But I feel that he's the most humble guy, and giving, even though he's tired or he's not in a great mood, I was asking him a lot of stupid questions, but he gave me those great answers to get back on motorcycling, get back in everything. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so glad that I got to meet him, and for this I also like to thanks Royal Enfield team.
I've been carrying this whole trip a couple of things. I bought them in Nepal. Two little elephants. And they obviously have meaning in different cultures. But the meaning I want to give to my girls, I want them to know that these guys will always protect them when Dad's away. And I chose the elephant because it's the most powerful creature on earth, and it never forgets.
I just love this guy, man. I mean, he's just brilliant. It's not just because he's on YouTube or he achieved a lot of things and he's did a lot of races and he's known in the entire world for the things he does. But riding with Adam and spending time with him it has given me a different level of energy to get back what I was doing it actually. I understood more of him, and he's a fantastic guy to work with, and emotional as well. And I kind of like connected with him on the right time, right places, and at the right terrain, I would say. Yeah, here onwards, he's my hero. Cheers, man.